because I just finished my favorite series ever, and I am making a video to talk about it. Oh, it's kind of hard to put into words, and especially because I'm going to try not to spoil anything in case anybody wants to read this series. So yeah, the series is very important to me because I just care so deeply about these characters. They're everything to me, and each story was just better than the last that I read. I went into this graphic novel series not really expecting it to become one of my favorites, but I'm so glad that it is. And yeah, I'm just geeking out a little bit about it, so I just wanted to go ahead and make a video about this whole series. So this series is by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips, and they are my favorite creative duo to ever exist ever. And I just think what they bring to the table is something that I haven't read in a lot of comics, and I just completely love this. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and talk about each book one by one, and then I will try to summarize it into a whole if I could think of words that are as important and perfect for this series that I could like put into words. Yeah, let's go ahead and start off. First up, we've got Reckless. So the first book we have in the series is going to be Reckless, and this is following Ethan Reckless as well as Anna, his assistant, and we kind of get an introduction to the characters and what Ethan Reckless is willing to do, and how he is a former FBI worker, and then that's kind of just his past life, and we see what kind of changed or altered him to becoming a morally gray character that doesn't like to be called a private eye, but that's the closest thing I could think of to call him. He kind of likes to refer to himself as he doesn't refer to himself as anything, but I think he's like a problem solver that doesn't really have ethical ways to solving a lot of these problems. He kind of just doesn't care, and he's gonna do what he thinks is right, and that's what I love about him. Yeah, so he starts off each comic and you're kind of in the middle of the action already as soon as you open up the first page, and then you go back in time and you see what led him to that situation. Yeah, in this first book he is approached by a lady from his past life when he was an FBI worker, and we see this lady kind of asking Ethan for help because she heard that he helps people in what he sees is right, and he usually gets the job done, like almost always gets the job done. So she reaches out to him to help him with a case, and he takes it on, and of course it's not always that simple, and he has some bloody fights in this, which I really love. So yeah, another thing I really love about this comic book series is it's set in the 80s in Los Angeles, but he actually works at like an old theater, and I don't know, I think that's cool. That's like, imagine that being a hangout for you, like just this old theater that is abandoned but works for you. Yeah, so yeah, that's gonna be the first book. The second book is gonna be Friend of the Devil. And this one, he is working on a case to find this missing man, and while he's working on this case he meets a librarian, and she helps him start a little fling, and they're in the theater watching movies like on a little date, and she recognizes one of the stars that they are watching, and he ends up taking on this case. And this is such a perfect book. I think they're all perfect, but the storytelling was so amazing that how we're able to see how he is able to, I mean, he definitely is a morally gray character, but seeing how he is able to to dive so deeply into things for people he cares about is it's really heartwarming. I really love that. So he ends up helping Lynn track down this star, and what ensues is this perfect graphic novel. So yeah, the third book in the series is gonna be Destroy All Monsters. Favorite hairdo of Anna, and yeah, this cover is so freaking amazing. I think all the covers are really amazing, so I'm gonna compliment them, what captures my eye. But yeah, Destroy All Monsters, a pretty cool title. So this one is about Ethan, and he takes on this case to take down this estate realtor, and while doing that, things kind of take a deadly turn, and he ends up putting himself in danger along with Anna. And you see him in this comic attempting to save everything he cares about, but in his very Ethan reckless way. And yeah, this is a good one. I don't want to say it's my favorite. I think they're all my favorite, but
they all say true. Yeah, I think the weirder.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. This one, I know I said I wasn't gonna pick a favorite, but if I had to, it'd probably be this one because it was the first one I ever read. I read these all out of order, but I was still able to kind of keep up, and yeah, I ended up going back and reading them in order. So yeah, this one is The Ghost in You. This is amazing. This is my favorite graphic novel of all time, and Ethan Reckless isn't even in it. I'm sorry, he is in it, but he's not in it until like the very end. This follows Anna. Anna is my favorite character of all time. I love her. I think she is the most badass in this whole series. Ethan definitely is awesome, but Anna just has a special place in my heart. And I guess Ethan is on a case in this time, and Anna actually is approached by an old Hollywood actress taking on a case because she believes that her house is haunted. So Anna, of course, takes on the case to help her out, and she ends up in her own adventure. I don't know how she approaches cases and how she handles certain things, and I think I really adore that, because obviously she's a side character in the other books, but seeing her and how she handles things without Ethan, it's perfect. So yeah, I really adore this one. This one has a special place in my heart, and yeah, this one was pretty cool. Ooh, okay, last one we have is gonna be Follow Me Down. And this cover is awesome too. This creepy guy scares me so much. He kind of reminds me of what was his name? It was like in Dennis the Menace, that old movie, and like that homeless guy is trying to scare Dennis the Menace. Yeah, that's who this guy reminds me of. Okay, so this one is really, I didn't really want to finish this one because I knew the series would be over for me when I did, but I had all great things must come to an end. So this one follows Ethan, and he is searching for a missing woman, and while he's searching for that missing woman, he discovers that she's kind of on this dark path to destroying all the people who have wronged her. At first they think it's kind of just she's killing randomly and she needs to be caught and captured, but we find out a devastating reason as to why she's killing these certain people, and it's like I said, it's pretty devastating, but the way Ethan Reckless handles it, yeah, I love him. So yeah, that's gonna be Follow Me Down. I want to go into a little more depth with these. Maybe I'll make another video in the future about with spoilers, but I kind of just am hoping to, I don't know, inspire somebody to read this series, because it just means the world to me, especially if you like 80s nostalgic crime noir graphic novels. Yeah, because this just kind of is the best thing that has ever happened to me book wise. And yeah, I really love it, and Ethan and Anna just have a special place in my heart. And yeah, I actually don't think the series is completely over. I think Ed Brubaker is working on a couple of other projects, and he put the Reckless series on hold. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we get another book, because I kind of just want to see what crazy things Ethan and Anna are up to. Oh, maybe I won't say that. But there's something that is supposed to happen in the other novels that I'm not really okay with, and it's kind of, maybe that's what inspired me to make this video.
Of just realizing stuff, and everyone around me were all just like realizing things.
But yeah, I'm not going to tell you guys, because hopefully there's one person out there that is inspired to read this series. And yeah, okay, so that's all I really have to say about this. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one when I am yapping about books. So bye.